Today I'm going to go through the tools that I use pretty much on every single client when I'm giving them a fresh manicure. Sometimes things are adjusted depending on whether it's a Russian manicure, but this is predominantly what I use for manicures, and that is mostly what I do in my boutique. I've got my glove on so that I can get the tools to show you in a safe way, because they have been not only cleaned, but they have also been sanitized and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, first up is a good pair of cuticle nippers. These are from Lucy Pastorelli. Most of my tools are from Lucy Pastorelli. Great, you can buy a nice little bundle. They're pricey, but you're going to need really good tools to create really good nails. So those are a really good find. Next up, I think this was a 3-kit bundle, was this pusher as well. It's a cuticle pusher. You use this at the start of the service. You remove the bulk of the product with a barrel. I use a barrel and then I push back the cuticles. There's two sides. There's the bigger side and then there is a smaller side. I do prefer the bigger side. I just like working with that one side. It's pretty much what I use for everyone. The next one is I use this to scrape off product if I'm using acetone to remove the bulk of the product. I never use this side. No, I'm not about using knives. Thank you very much. I don't use that side. This is from Hona, a loop tool. When I first started, I was convinced I would never need a loop tool. I looked at it and I thought, what a pointless tool. Until I started noticing that every single person that was a nail tech was talking about using a loop tool. So I decided to buy one and I will never look back. I had two and I dropped one and the loop actually broke. So I need to replace it and get another one because I need to just clean them quickly. Otherwise, I use this every single time on every single client. It's amazing. Until you use one, you won't know what I'm talking about. So please just make sure you add that to your list. You will definitely use a loop tool. The other side is for these tiny little 180, 240 grit sort of sanding band like things that you can use to manually sand the nail. I never really tend to do that, so but that's just preference. Then another tool that I always put on the tray is mini cuticle nippers. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. I find the regular cuticle clippers work perfectly fine. These ones are more for a Russian manicure, or if I see a little teeny tiny bit of hangnail or dead skin that I feel like I need to just get off in a more discreet way, that's what I will use. Then we're moving over to e-file drill bits. Every single time I will use a barrel. I have two that I like. They are both different, sort of, one's a bit more of a fine and one's more of a medium grit. So these are definitely worth buying. They are what I find easiest to use. And the reason I like it is because they have the smooth edge on the side. So when I am sanding people's nails down, I'm not catching the skin. I'm really paranoid about hurting someone. So I use those as the safety bit. And then for everybody, I like to use one of these. It pushes the cuticle back a little bit more and lifts the cuticle up so you can get right on back there. And of course, all of these are for sanding bands. Now I used to have quite a big one, but a bigger barrel sanding band. I don't really like those because I feel like the smaller ones you can really get into the nooks and crannies of the nail. I always use a 180 grit sanding band and a 240. Sometimes if a client's nails are a little bit on the thinner side, I won't use the 180 because that's a bit of a gritter. That's a lot stronger to file on someone's nails, so I'll use a 240. But that is pretty much what I use standard across everybody. Happy to go into a little bit more, but that is pretty much what I use. And yeah, it's pretty much what I use standard across everybody. Happy to go into it a little bit more, but that is pretty much what I use.